from the westernunion.com VIP Lounge.
Live inside the westernunion.com VIP Lounge. My name is DC. I'm chilling, of course. Sage the Gemini in the building.
DJ Sage the Gemini.
What do you mean, DJ Sage the Gemini?
What you mean? What do I mean? I can have multiple occupations?
Why do you want to be DJ Sage the Gemini?
Why do you want to be DC?
Because I get paid for that.
Right, and I get
I'm
paid
sure
for it.
you could get paid for that.
Right, so we're just going to end this and just let me be DJ Sage the Gemini.
No, I can't do that, though.
Yes,
I'm going to tell you why I can't do it,
Why?
Sage. Because you're doing well, you know what I'm saying? You done had records out here. You've been running for a minute. You're all over the place. You got a song with Nick Jonas, B.
Yeah.
You're not, like, washed up to the point that a lot of these cats are washed up that's been doing it for 20 years who all of a sudden want to be DJs. That's why I can't let you do that. You got more platinum and gold to get before you can be DJ Sage or Jimmy.
I got a few of them. They cool.
All right, so you in the building right now. You got a new album out. You just dropped the title of the album?
Yeah, I just dropped the title of the album. It's called Bachelor Party. I don't know when it's going to be out. I know that's going to be your next question.
No, that wasn't going to be my next question.
That's what I
know
get
you know me
first.
for a second, bro, but I was about to go there. You can read my mind. You Miss Cleo Sage the Gemini next.
Right. I need all occupations. Jamaican jobs.
So why the Bachelor Party?
Because this is my last time to go hard before I start going. I mean, this is my last time to have fun and play around with y'all before it gets serious.
Before what gets serious specifically?
My music.
What you like?
I was playing around, like, you know.
You were playing around like you weren't trying?
Well, it's not the fact that I wasn't trying, but, you know, I was kind of like, if you can't beat them, then join them. Now I'm doing me, and I'm about to be very lyrical, and I could show my talents on this album. So
I feel like you did that though. Like I feel okay. So
right, that's what I'm talking about. You don't know my real talents.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, so that's what the misdirection was. It was, let me just kind of make these songs so that I can get in there and people can see that I can make music. Mm-hmm. But you know.
And I only had a few weeks to do that album.
The first album.
Yeah, so I did it and had it mixed and mastered and all that stuff. I didn't like the way it was mixed or mastered, and just I don't even listen to my first album, so I don't.
That's like you ever been to like a Jay-Z concert and
Nope.
Jay-Z doesn't do your favorite song? Or any artist. You've been to like a concert and you waiting there for that artist to do your favorite song from the album and they go, man, I don't even like that no more.
No, because I never went to a concert except for I Am Sue's, because that's my favorite rapper. And he did, all his music is my favorite music, so.
Wait, what do you mean you've never been to a concert except for I Am Sue's?
I never went to a concert except for I Am Sue's.
You've been on concerts that I've been at with you where there's other people on it than I Am Sue.
And I was out performing? So I had to be there.
But you don't really pay attention.
Nah, I don't care for nobody.
Okay.
Nobody, no other musicians that don't amuse me, I should say. I love people, but
right.
Yeah.
So, because you at home, I feel like it's the comfortable place to set the record straight on a lot of things that's been going on. People been saying about, you know, you and what you got going on blogs and websites and all these different things like that. What's up with you sliding in DMs, B?
Oh, man. You know what? I had to delete my social media because I would wake up and I would get funny DMs. And like I said, I text Jordan. I was like, babe, I got some funny DMs. And I woke up one time and seen that it was girls and stuff like, oh, you're acting stupid. You with Jordan. Like, she's beautiful. She seems like a great person. And you want to talk to me? And I'm like, what? But whoever was on I think whoever's on my media, like whatever, Instagram or Twitter, I think they really know me because they're typing like me, lightweight, and like they going after girls with big booties because I love girls with big booties. And Jordan knows that too. So every time it happens, she'd be like, so I'd be like, wait, how do I get out of this? I don't know what I did. Like,
so some people just randomly got your password?
Yeah, but it's not the first time that happened though.
Really?
Nah, it's not the first time that happened.
Is your password like password 1234 or something like that?
But you know what? Kinda, ain't it? It was kind of like that. That's so funny. Lightweight. So I changed it one time, and then so basically, okay. Long story short, I got whatever the white girl's name is with that big old booty.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh man, I'm in trouble. Cause when I seen that, I was like, dang, she hecka thick. And then it was on Media Takeout, and I was like, oh okay, so. Cause I didn't even know. It just said, look at this or whatever. And I searched my name and it said, yeah, y'all look at this. And I was like, what is that? And I looked at her page. She had a blue check. So I'm not thinking nothing of it.
Right.
And so I go in there and then it says, like stuff with me, like like tweeting her or whatever or DMing her, and I'm like, wait, is that? I'm saying like, is that true? Like, you feel me? Like
you had to question yourself.
Question myself. Like, was I DMing her? But I was like, nah, because every time I go on there, whoever was doing it would delete all the messages. Right. So every time I go check my DM, whatever was on there wasn't what I could see. I couldn't see it, so I couldn't be like, oh, like babe, I don't know what's going on, or oh, bro, like change my password. Right. So by the time I thought about it, it was too late, or whatever. But long story short, I wasn't DMing her. I seen that I was blocked from her page, and I was like, dang, I got some weird DMs, and I'm blocked from this one girl page. And then Jordin texted me, and then I was like, what? I seen it on media takeout, and then it pissed me off. I was like, this is like the second time I got some stupid stuff like that. And, and I told people, like I said, the internet is like very advanced right now. Like I said, girls, like her probably Photoshop her booty, yet alone they can Photoshop, my picture into like some messages. So I wasn't really mad at the media, and I was like, I'm going to delete Instagram to show her that, they don't matter to me. Like, you feel me? Like 450,000 people is not who I'm going to at night. They're not who I'm going to text or FaceTime until I fall asleep. Right. She is. So I said, to make you feel better, I'm going to delete, like, all that stuff. And I was going to delete Twitter, but I didn't know how to delete Twitter. I didn't know how to delete it. So I didn't know how to delete it, but and I was like, well, babe, how do you delete the Twitter? She was like, well, I'm going to show you. And then after a while, she just was like, you know what? You do got a career or whatever. Just be more careful of, like what your password is and stuff like that. And I was like, cool. So I stayed on Twitter. She let me stay on Twitter, I should say. Uh-oh. She let me stay on Twitter. And then, I just been, cool. And recently I just followed a lot of people because, I'm just too nice. I just followed everybody. And then, like, I don't remember how I followed her or even if I did even follow her, right? Which I probably did. Right. And I told her,
because
like,
everybody always, sometimes you just see it and you go, okay, let me click. Like, cool. I'm feeling nice today. I'm following back everybody.
Nope, probably wasn't none of that, because her picture on there was like of her booty. And I probably was like, that's a nice booty, and I'm finna follow it.
It's a good reason to follow somebody.
Kept it real. I kept it real with her, and she just was like, yeah, because I'll be out and I'll be like, man, before we even started like really getting serious, I told her, I said, I love booty. Period.
So listen, Jordin.
Yeah, I love
booty. I'm gonna follow some buns. You can't be mad at that when you see that on the
like, okay,
feed.
But just she gave me the whole like, okay, look, don't touch, but don't over exaggerate when you see it. Like, we was walking out of a restaurant one time, and I honestly didn't even see these girls, but you could see them from the front. And then she was like, I don't even care, and I was like, what? And I looked, and I was like, oh, and I just ran into the elevator or whatever. And I kind of put my cheek on hers. Like, it was that way, and I just was like, we just walked in the elevator. It was acting funny. But, I'm pretty cool. Like, when you really care for somebody, it's just like, oh, yeah, that is a booty. Like, when we was at a basketball game, I was like, we was at a basketball game, like, I just was like, okay, babe, don't get mad at me, but you see her booty over here? Like, it's crazy. Like, we talked about it and everything. Like, I was with my I call him my brother. His name is Yukon. I was with him, and I was like, okay, well, and we all had like a little discussion about the booty.
You know what though? It's cool. It's a sign of a good relationship. Yeah. When you and your girl can go, you know what? That's a fat ass. I like that. And she can go, yeah, that's not that bad. You sit up right there on the bottom. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like y'all got, a good enough thing going on to where you come to an understanding, and even something like that situation, with media takeout or whatever, blog stuff, like y'all can kind of really talk through that.
Yeah, but you know what? I would be in trouble if I wasn't genuine with her, because dang near every night, I'll be on FaceTime. I'll put my pillow right here, set the phone against the pillow, press FaceTime. We'll talk for we used to talk for hours, but then as we got more into each other, it started going down. Right. And as soon as we get on, and we just go straight to sleep. So if I was to be with some type of girl or DMing some girl, it would either say pause, or I would probably be, awake.
Right. Or not, or just not talking to her at the time.
Right, or not talking to her at the time. But every night we're on FaceTime, we texting, calling.
So
everything.
how much time do you say y'all really get to really kick it? You know what I mean? Because she has her career and you have your career, so sometimes y'all not gonna be in the same place. But
a lot. If we leave, it's probably like 2-3 weeks at the max. Right. Or if I'm on tour, it's like a month. Period. But even then, like, she could still come on tour with me, or she'll fly somewhere. Like, if like she'll be in New York, like when she did the Excedrin commercial.
Yeah.
That's on right now. Like I flew to New York, like just spontaneously. Like I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just get up and just go. I spent like $20,000. Went up there to go see her.
I mean, that's love, though. You
Yeah.
got it. You got to do it, right?
Yeah, got to do it. So I went up there and spent a few days with her, drove around with her, and made sure she was good and all that. So.
All right, so let's get back to this album real quick. Bachelor Party out.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Nick Jonas record. You got the Guantanamero record. Like, what else? Like, are we going to keep getting those kind of songs? Like, you did a trap. It seemed like Guantanamero was like a trap record almost. And then you went and grabbed Nick Jonas and did something completely different. Like, what are you giving us? Because it's not the gas pedal, red nose 1-2 punch. Like, what are you giving us with the rest of the album?
Well, at the beginning of me, trying to find out my voice and find my delivery and all that, I was doing music like that already, but nobody wanted to hear that. They wanted to hear shake your ass and want yourself. Show me what you're working with. No,
Danger. Yeah.
Gotcha. So they went to hear all that, but so I had to dumb it down for a little bit. But now I'm in the scene. I'm going to do everything: pop, rap, just lyrical music, bluegrass, country. I'm gonna do it all.
Wait. You lost me for a second. Bluegrass and the country beat. I don't know if I can really get with that one on the sage tip.
You don't know yet, because if Nelly would have told you before he did it, then what would
I didn't like that either.
You didn't, but how many records? But how much did it sell?
I mean, I'm sure it sold a lot.
Right.
But you know what I mean? It wasn't Flap Your Wings, though. It wasn't Country Grammar, which also sold a lot.
Look at your skin. What kind of music does it look like you like?
I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. Though.
Right. But he don't give a damn about you not liking his music. He sold millions of records, and he living in a fat house, a DC-proof fat house. He don't care about you, boy.
I give you that. So you just gonna go with your heart, basically, in terms of the records.
And if I know bad music, like if I sound dumb trying to do anything, I'm just not gonna do it.
Right.
So, but I will, I will go get in there and just, make music that feels good to me and then put it out. And then if the fans be like, that's weak, then I'm going to try it again. They say if it's weak, I'll probably try it again. And then if they say it's weak, I'll just stop.
How was it hearing a song that you were a part of in like a blockbuster movie?
Man, that was crazy. Just sitting there, at the premiere and seeing all the cast and stuff like that, and just knowing like all three of the songs that I did were in that movie.
Right.
I just was like, man, and I'm looking around and it was some just random chubby white guy, and I was like, I promised myself I was never gonna do this, but I was like, that's my song. That's my voice right there. He's like, oh, really? I was like, since you asked, I told you. And he was like, but I didn't ask. I'm pretty sure you asked. That's me right there. So, but it was crazy. It gave me goosebumps. I was like, ooh, that's Manny. Like,
right.
Yeah. So
we're talking Furious 7 for those who don't know out there. Definitely, Sage was a part of that. You know what I mean? The music was in there. It was crazy. I was in the theater like happy for you. You
right
know what I mean?
It's crazy. Just like the first scene where they play music where dude is walking out the hospital. That's me and Juicy J. And then the Dubai scene. That's me, and of course Flo Rida, and then at the end of the movie, it was a song that I wrote. So I was like, "Dang, that's crazy."
Wait. So wait, what was the song you wrote?
Stretch.
Can you say that? Oh, you can't say. Well, okay. All right.
Okay.
You were a part of something.
I was part of it.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
So.
Okay, so I got a couple questions for you real quick.
All right.
I actually had these questions fished out from the office. We're going to do this game. It's called 5 questions.
Uh-oh.
I had them put in an envelope
good thing,
so that I wouldn't see them, but I do have the answers. Crack this open real quick for Sage. All right, five questions. I'll give you the yes or the no after you give me the answer. Name the UPN show about lawyers starring James Avery, who also starred as Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I don't know. If it ain't Amazing World of Gumball, I don't know.
Sparks.
Probably Sparks.
Sparks.
Okay.
Sparks.
Oh, okay. No pun intended.
You're an HBK affiliate. Name both of Shawn Michaels' finishing moves.
The Sweet Chin Music.
Yes.
And I forgot the other one. Because the other one wasn't really famous like that.
The other one would be top rope elbow drop.
That's normal.
Hey, listen, man, I'm just giving you what's on the card. If Sage would have to stay at an inn and suites, which inn and suites would it be?
Homewood Inn and Suites.
Fairfield.
Oh my gosh, bro! Why did I do this? I for sure should have just said that. That's the dumbest. That's hecka dumb.
If I were looking to get rid of evil in a home, what is a product that I would use / light?
Sage.
Okay, that was easy. Like I said, I fished these
What if I
questions
was
out
like,
the building, B. What you want me to do?
Lloyd Banks. You are correct.
Lastly, name a famous Gemini from the state of Illinois.
Oh, Kanye West.
Kanye West is the right answer.
Okay.
2 for 5. 2 for 5.
For
I give you
real?
that 2.5.
2.5, because I got one of Shawn Michaels.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
last thing. When's the record coming out?
He's still
Wrap it up. Full circle. Sage and Gemini in the building right here in the westernunion.com VIP lounge. DC right here with you. Thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you for having me.
It's all good.
I'm about to go to sleep.